Disney Infinity mess, Pokemon Go updates, and No Man's Skies leaks on this week's quarter roundup. Let's start with the biggest piece of news this week, the fact that someone spent $1,250 on a copy of No Man's Sky on eBay before it came out, and then started posting videos of the game on Dailymotion. Now, of course, this caught the attention of Hello Games' Sean Murray, who then said this: "We've spent years filling No Man's Sky with surprises. You've spent years waiting. Please don't spoil it for yourself." Now, after this tweet, we did see the videos from Dailymotion taken down. Now, we aren't sure if Dailymotion took them down due to copyright reasons or the original poster Damien took them down themselves, but this isn't the end of it. Damien then goes to Reddit and posts that the game is only around 30 hours and that the whole progression of the game is to get to the center of the universe, and he even said that they went around and tried to get all the other stuff before actually going forward and getting it. Now, we don't know if this is true, and we also don't know if the copy of the game that he got is actually the full copy. So we're going to have to wait until this game actually comes out next week. Speaking of things coming out in the next couple of weeks, we're actually going to be seeing an update for Pokemon Go. Now, this update is primarily just location-based, updating them, removing them from certain areas that were inappropriate. Now, this is really good for Pokemon because they're actually getting ahead of the train of legislation and authorities who are getting pissed off that these locations are in dangerous locations, and it's making the game overall more pleasant and playable for those people, and also not pissing off that old guy that has the Pokemon stop in his backyard that all the kids are jumping the fence for. Now, that being said, there is a website that you can go to actually submit a Pokestop location or addition to. So now, this is the same setup that Ingress had, and they had about a 10-month period that it took to remove something, so don't expect it to be instantaneous. That being said, I do think Pokemon Go has a slightly larger budget than Ingress did. Which leads me to the massive mess that is Disney Infinity. So depending on where you bought the game and are currently playing on it, depends on how long you actually get to continue to play it. iOS and Android will have until September 30th of this year. The Apple version will be removed from the App Store, but still playable until March 3rd, 2017, as will the Windows 8 and 10 version. Those lucky few who bought it through Steam will actually be able to keep playing, but without the online and community features. Now, why aren't they cutting all ties at the same time, and why did this game go down in the flaming pile that it did? Sadly, only those people on the inside are really going to know. I'm looking at you, Kotaku. Figure that shit out. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to leave you with that horrible mess. I'm going to actually talk to you about something that is near and dear to my heart, D&D. So, D&D is owned by Wizards of the Coast, and they have just licensed modules for Roll20. Now, if you don't know what Roll20 is, think of a virtual tabletop that you and your friends can actually go online and play on. Now, this is honestly amazing. I do it currently with some friends that I have in Boston, and I love it. Now, this licensed modules are actually pre-built for the DM so that they can actually present the game to those players without doing a massive amount of work. You can just pay a small amount of money over to D&D and give that to them in Roll20, and they do all of the heavy lifting for you. Now, I think this is great. I think this helps Roll20. I think this helps Wizards of the Coast. It's amazing, and I'm super happy that they've decided to do that. Now, again, I'm not actually sponsored by them. This is just something that I saw that I really wanted to share with you guys. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. But until then, I'll see you guys on the forums.